Well, hello there. I'm back, of course, as usual. My pot or bucket of coffee. Folger's House Morning Blend. Ain't nothing better than that. Okay, so the last few days have been undecidedly very difficult. Very, very difficult. Dealing with kids, dealing with things, like custody and all that. And then, I just had one hell of a day yesterday. That's straight up. And, I have anxiety going to my job. It's like, I understand having bad days. I get it. I have them. I had one yesterday. And, I was freaking out so bad, I couldn't even get dressed into my work uniform because I was shaking too bad, having anxiety too bad. It was horrible. Like, here I am on the phone with my therapist at 7 a.m. started texting her around 3 because I was having just a mini meltdown. And it sucks. And, it's like my doctor, because I'm going through med changes. So, like I say, this is I don't want to say open forum, but it's something along those lines. Because if you have questions, I've been there. I have done that. And, not everything I have not done. Skydiving is one, and no offense, even I would go skydiving if I had a really hot parachute instructor on my back, because I have a feeling I would pass out or have an anxiety attack supreme in the middle of falling back to the earth at a rather rapid speed. No, thank you. I'll stick to my roller coasters. Yeah, because at least you're strapped in and your sorry ass won't go nowhere. If knowing my ass, I got a big enough ass it probably wouldn't even fit in the damn seat. You scrunch it in, you wiggle it in, the lap bar comes down, and then you're fucked. Because you're so fat that the lap bar won't... I go to Cedar Point. I don't know where y'all go, but I go to Cedar Point. I get my thrills on the hills. That a lot of the lap bars, you have to press down a little bit, and then they go up to release, to get you off of it. This is a true story, I was literally it was the Skyhawk, right, that looked like a big Titanic swing, and this lady, God bless her soul, was way too big to get on the ride. Like, they were squunching it. I'm like, if you're trying to fit your ass into a jam jar, it's not gonna work. So she got on, she went through the ride, and sorry, coffee break. And if you notice my coffee, Meowie Christmas, yeah, that's because I love my cats. Not all the time, but in general I do. And, so this lady, she goes on the ride. The ride's at an end. And like I said, the lap bar's got to go down a little bit to pull up. And on the Skyhawk, you have a strap belt. And then you have the metal belt. Like a double reinforcement, which I prefer those rides. Because that is definitely making sure my ass ain't going nowhere. And they could not get the lap bar down. She could not get out of the seat. And needless to say, we had been waiting a long time for this ride just to get told they had to shut down the ride because her fat ass was stuck. And I could only imagine how embarrassed I would be. I'd probably laugh at it and make a few comments because, frankly, I know I have a fat ass. I don't need anyone to tell me. I sure as hell don't need a ride to lock me in. They could not get... Oh, there's my cat, Ava, being a butthole. And yeah, they shut down the ride, and I'm next to go on the ride. I'm like, son of a bitch. Really, I don't know what they got. I don't know how or what methods they had to take to get her off the ride, but everybody went off and they were trying to push the lap bar down to let it release, and it wouldn't go down because she is so fat. The lap bar was like literally probably like lap bar to the meat of the legs. I don't know, but her friend sure as hell was laughing. I wasn't sure whether I should laugh or be pissed. Laugh because I can't believe this shit. Sorry, my cat is getting into trouble, so now I have to correct that behavior. Sorry, play with your damn cat toys. I got you more, so go chase some stick or something. And so, yeah, she was stuck. And now, because I've gained a few pounds, like a lot of pounds, I love kittens. They're so much fun. So yeah, I assume they got her out because the riders I don't know if they got like a whole lot of KY jelly or Crisco that they use on their fried chicken. You know, it ain't about a black person, but it kind of was a black person. But me, I'm afraid to go to Cedar Point until I lose like about 50 pounds because I sure as hell don't want that. If I cannot fit my ass cheeks into a ride, there's your sign. You probably should not be on the ride. I'm sure there are other rides that you could try to squeak that white ass into a tiny ass little fitting. Nope. Yeah. So, it's been rough. You know, like, the weight gain is something. Oh my God. Can someone send me, like, a Long Island iced tea? Because that would be great. Because my cats are about to seriously see Mega No-No bottle. And they're not going to like that when I show them. Because, see, this is my weapon. Vinegar water. It doesn't hurt the cats how me and my friends sprayed ourselves in the eyes with it. It doesn't hurt, but let me tell you, these cats do not like them water. And when I had just plain water in it, they didn't give a crap. They're like, that's fine, hose us off. But once I put vinegar in it, oh yeah, mommy knew the trick. And I have to thank my friend Michelle for that suggestion. And yes, she in fact did squirt it into her face. Yeah, just remember that, Ava. Go duck and cover, you little fart. So yeah, the last few days is rough. I've been on meds that make you gain weight. And I'm so self-conscious about myself right now. Like, I don't even want to get naked and stand in front of a mirror because I'm afraid it's going to crack. Or be like, mirror, mirror, on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And the mirror would actually probably respond saying, holy shit, that's a fat ass. And then shatter. Only in my world would that happen. So, I had really bad anxiety, and I couldn't go to my job the other day. I was just like, so meltdown. My anxiety just went through the roof because, you know, people, I understand times get stressful and busy and everything like that. But treat your employees decently. It's not their fault that your restaurant is fully slammed. And people like me, I have a tough exterior. I can handle, you know, like customer complaints, and I can make it all better and be like yada, 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 and all that stuff. But when you make personal threats against me because you feel like being a dick, we are going to have a problem. And now I have anxiety, and I don't really want to work with that person anymore. I personally think I deserve an apology because what he said was absolutely 100% not okay. And to find out he treated other people badly, at least I know I'm not in the only boat that is kind of like the USS Titanic. We're all fucking going down. And I'm like, when you get other people ready to walk off the job, and I know with my anxiety being at a heightened level because of this person, like, they owe me an apology, but then they're going to have to prove to me, like, hey, yeah, I need to handle my stress a little bit differently because treating everybody like shit and making employees want to walk off the job. And I know if I would have gone to work yesterday with my anxiety level being where it was, I would have walked right the fuck out. The minute someone gets yippy and yappy and snotty and mean, I would have been like, you know what? Fuck this job. It's not even worth my time. And, so yeah, so now my doctor is taking me off of work for a little bit to try to get my stress levels down to a little bit. And of course, I'm one who doesn't like change, but I'm getting a different doctor, so that's going to be rather interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't handle change well at all, but I enjoy my door dashing, and yes, it can sometimes be really stressful. I have done over 561 door dashes, 100% completion rate, 93% on time or before, which I try to be speedy as hell. Speedy delivery, Mr. Rogers. But yeah, I was joking around the other day on my phone or with my friend as I was door dashing, and I was commenting on the people who did not tip. Tips matter. They count. I ordered a pizza the other day, and I gave the girl a $5 tip. And all she did was walk a pizza that was $12 to me. And yeah, if I wanted to be PC, her tip could have been $1.50, $2. But you know what? I know how much it means to me when I get a good tip. It is, I don't want to say life-changing, because life-changing is when the Titanic went down, when 9/11 happened, when Pearl Harbor happened. Sorry, more coffee. Those are life-changing, but they make me feel good when I get decent tips. And I'm like, thank you, because us dashers, we don't get really an hourly pay. So I was talking to him, and I was talking about people who tip poor. Someone I was totally professional with tipped me 73 cents. Really? Why not fucking round it up to 75? Give me 3/4 at least. And that was who was a law attorney. I'm cheap ass motherfucker. And I was some days I want to have a voice answering machine. Breaker. Houston, we have a problem. This is DoorDash. Thank you for calling us. And, sorry, due to the fact that you cannot get a hold of me, please leave a message, as I am currently busy away from my phone or doing something else, and you can leave a message, but unless you leave a tip, I probably won't be calling you back. So, please call someone who actually gives a shit. Because unfortunately, when you're tipping me 53 cents and shit like that, breaker, over and out. Over and out. I'm dealing with some cheap ass motherfucker tippers. Assholes. Yes, I am working on a pot of coffee this morning. I'm slightly congested, and I'm going to be working 2 jobs today. So, yippee, skippy. And seeing a new doctor, and hopefully, that will have a happy ending, because I've had too many doctor's appointments that are just left me absolutely devastatedly alone. And it's really tough when you have medical conditions, but it's door dashing, I don't have managers that yell at me. I can dash when I want to. I can stop dashing when I want to. as long as I keep my ratings up, I have a good 4.82 customer satisfaction rate, which is really hot. Because I think the highest is like 5. And, so I got awarded another Top Dasher award. And which means I get a dash when other people are not allowed to dash. Because, like, when they have their down times, slower times, I'm allowed to dash. This is the second month in a row that I've gotten it. Which, yeah, it's not like $100 bonus, but it means something to me because one of those slow times, I can still be out there bringing in the dineros. So, yeah, but yeah, I did wish I could have a DoorDash call central and still be like, welcome back to DoorDash. This is Jenny. If I give a shit, I'll call you back. If I don't, well, should have tipped better. I'm like, but you can please feel free to leave a message, but more than likely, I ain't answering it, and I ain't contacting you back. If I contact you once, and you're a dick, I promise I won't contact you back. I'm like, and then just beware that I'm the local local dasher around here. Yeah, you might see me again. And, I don't mess with people's foods or nothing like that. But, it's just like, I might not provide such a smiley face and peppy, upbeat banter because you tipped cheap ass before. Why would I want to give you great customer service, if you're only going to tip me $1, 73 cents, 50 cents? I'm like, really? Just because DoorDash nails you with all those fees just to use their dashing program does not mean you have the right to think that money actually comes to us, because it doesn't. It doesn't. Ugh. So that's my history on DoorDashing. I also do a burrito job, which is interesting. I'm trying to feel it out to see if I actually even like it, or if I just want to stick with my one job that I'm currently on leave for right now, because the stress and anxiety of it, I can't do it. I just can't do it. And, and leave, DoorDashing there, because I feel a lot more comfortable. So, but other than that, I'm doing well. I am proud to say that on January 2nd, me and my mom are going for a car ride. Good thing I don't have any dogs in the area to hear that, because they'd all be busting down my front door. I am getting my baby pug puppy. Her name is Aurora, but I'm going to call her Rory for short. And she is a blue pug. I think they have, like, Persian bloodlines. Is the puppy blue? No, the puppy is not blue. That would just be really weird and creepy. If it was blue, I'd want to check the circulation or something, because blue and purple is not good circulation. So, but yeah, I am getting that. I am excited. Despite the fact that I had a mini meltdown the other day, I've recovered perfectly. And I'm trying to do everything I can do to stay preoccupied. Speedway does, however, owe me a new shirt, because I went to put some of the cherry grenadine into a pop. And there's no other way to say it. And the fucking grenadine, where you can add, like, cherry, lemon at Speedway, cherry, lemon, lime, and, all that other flavoring. I pushed the button to have it go down into my cup. It shot out and got all over the right arm of my sweatshirt. And it's red. Needless to say, it stained my stuff. And so I was cool about it first. I let the people there know. I'm like, I don't know if this stuff is gonna come out, but then I called the Speedway, being like, you know what, I know and I told them I'm not mad, but I'm like a little angry because now they didn't purposely set it up to shoot the grenadine all over me. That's not what they do. That would be a real dick move. But like, I call him back and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, my right arm is stained red. It's my MSU green and white. I'm like, I'm glad it's green because at least the staining doesn't stand out completely. I'm like, and I talked to the manager and I was like, yeah, my sweatshirt is stained. And they're like, well, how much did it cost? I'm like, $50. MSU sweatshirts are not cheap, darling. And they're like, well, with that amount, we're going to have to contact our upper supervisors. I'm like, great. They said they'll call me back tomorrow, which is now today. So I get anticipation of a call. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yay. So hopefully I did go to DeWitt Myers, to check out to see if they did have any sweatshirts that were comparable or comparable enough to what I had. Because on my MSU, like you can see this, it's embroidered in. It's not just that cheap-ass plastic stuff that they just stick to the shirt. Like, this is obviously not the shirt that I got stained, but I have an MSU sweatshirt that I was wearing over it. And I told him, I said, what happens if I would have been in a business suit or in one of my nice white shirts? I'm like, really? I'm like, I know it's not on purpose, but now I got a stained sweatshirt. Oh. Anyways, that's what's been going on in my life for the last few days. Try not to have meltdowns. Drinking a lot of coffee, which probably doesn't help. And just doing the best I can do. And in a little bit, I'll be leaving to go do the burrito job. I think so. I'm not sure if I like it. So I'm going to give it one more day. And if it's not fruitful or productive, I'm just going to be like, sorry, bro, I can't do this. You're underpaying me. I ain't getting tips. At least with DoorDash, I get tips. So I make more door dashing than doing the burritos, and they say they cover gas, but they didn't cover my gas last time. And it's not my fault that your burritos aren't, like, surviving or, like, selling as you'd like it. That's not my fault. You tell me 10 an hour, I want 10 an hour. You tell me they're going to cover the gas, I get it. Then cover the gas. But the other day, I did it for like 3 hours, and I worked for basically $10. That's not going to happen again. Today is win it or lose it, so we will see. But I will talk to y'all later. Have a good day. I'm going to try to stay busy, because if I don't stay busy, I'm going to go fucking bonkers. I got more coffee to drink anyway. All right, folks, stay safe, stay healthy. If your wives or husbands don't find you handy, they might find you or if they don't find you handsome or pretty, they might find you handy. All right, stay safe, peace out, and just like I said before, stay safe. This COVID shit ain't playing. Have a good one.